COVID-19 pandemic resulted in the closure of the campgrounds in our area. So we're heading into the kitchen to do a slight spin on spaghetti aglio e olio, or spaghetti with garlic and oil. We've made it a bunch of times before, albeit with linguine, simply because I'm partial to flat noodles, but we've never made it with fresh homemade pasta. So here goes.
Hey! Shot!
Getting right into it. First, you want to make sure your work surface is well floured, and then to 8 ounces of flour, all-purpose flour, make a little well. To that, add 10 egg yolks, add about a tablespoon of milk, a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and a pinch of salt. Once you get everything incorporated, begin to kind of fold it over. Do a quarter turn, fold. Wrap it in some plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for an hour. In the meantime, we'll start prepping our ingredients for the sauce. We're gonna do a little something different, as I mentioned before, than the usual pasta aglio e olio. For the traditional style, you use garlic, parsley, Parmesan cheese, and that's pretty much where you stop. But we're gonna add a little lemon juice and some red pepper flakes, just a little bit. It gives a little zing, gives a little something extra. We're also gonna add some butter into it, so it kind of makes it almost more like a scampi. Start with the garlic. We're gonna do a lot of garlic. It won't be as intense as you think because of the way we saute it. To peel the garlic, just smashing it. And that way the peel will come right off, and you still keep it relatively whole. Keep your fingers back, keep your thumb all the way back. Use your knuckle to guide the slices and the thickness that you want to go. Just roll into the garlic. You want almost like I would say like about a half a cup to work with in your sauce if it's for like say 2 or 3 people. A lot of people think you need to pick out every little leaf and stuff like that, but no, the stems, at least the thinner stems, are actually really good with flavor. Bunch it up, and the same method as I did with the garlic. Use your fingers to help with the guide of how you want to slice, and first, do nice thin slices. The French call this a chiffonade. Make sure your knife is sharp so you're not pushing all the juice out of the parsley, you're just kind of slicing through. Oh, hi. So I'm gonna roll out the pasta in 2 different methods. This is a pasta roller. You can get it as an attachment for your KitchenAid. So I'm gonna show you rolling it this way and also rolling it the old-fashioned way with a rolling pin, just in case you don't have one of these. I'm gonna start at 1. And the speed I usually like to do about 3. Send it through. Got a nice long line. You want to fold it over so it's about the width of the pasta machine, maybe a little less because it is going to spread a little bit. Yeah, it's coming out nice. Pound it down at first. Every once in a while, give it a quarter turn, just like when you're kneading it. You want to create as much of a rectangle as humanly possible. I don't know how these mothers did it, man. Is that a great rectangle or what? This dough, for some reason, was a little drier. It's like any other type of baking where you actually have to depend on the environment and the climate. And I've used the same exact amount of ingredients. Don't get discouraged. It's just a matter of muscling through it. So this is the one I rolled out for the last 3 hours, and not really. And this is from putting it through a pasta roller. You got that sheet and that. You decide whether or not the money's worth it. All right, so now it's time to form your pasta. I prefer to cut my own pasta, and it's really not that difficult. So you have your strip of pasta here. decide the length that your pasta wants to be. Basically, how much do you want to twirl? And we'll go like about, we'll try to divide this into 3. We're not trying to create the most perfect length or whatever, because, you know, again, we're in a time where conservation is really necessary. So you get it rolled up like that, and make sure it's, you know, it's all flush to your knife, and then you just cut the thickness that you want. So I'm gonna do it, since we're doing linguine, I'm gonna go about there. Your nice linguine strips. There you have it. You just have to do this about a few hundred more times, and you got a full bowl of pasta. On about medium low. Add a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna just kind of do it just so we can line the pan a little bit. Then we're gonna add this garlic. Beautiful garlic. Now this is something you don't want to walk away from. If you're a multitasker or you got some kids running around or something like that, this is the one part you want to hang out. If you step away from it, that's usually when the garlic is going to overcook, and you're going to get your black garlic that's going to just like taste really bitter, and you might as well be eating garlic flavored charcoal. All right, it's starting to get brown. At this point, you can take a light pinch of red pepper flakes.
You want a pinch?
Do a little bit more. Well, it sautés up with the garlic.
Yumsville.
So I'll turn that to low. And this is at a nice boil. So we'll bring that down so that's just like a simmer. I like to put butter in my pastas. Gives it a nice creaminess. Just to start creating some flavor. Add a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And just a touch of lemon juice. And once in a while, give it a toss. That way you keep it all from sticking together. It's okay if you have a little extra water, a little pasta water, helps to thicken the sauce.
Oh my God.
Take a little of the water. Mix it all in there. I'm going to throw in a little bit more butter, because you know me, I like butter. Let's get a little bit more oil. To thicken up the sauce and bring everything together, add a little Parmesan. And don't skimp on the Parmesan. You know, spend a couple extra dollars and get some really good Parmesan. It's well worth it. And you'll taste the difference. And then the pièce de résistance is all
best.
parsley.
All of it. Look at that.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
So excited.
Make sure you don't have any more dangles that are about to fall down. Put it down, and then give a little half twist.
That's gorgeous, babe.
Throw a little bit more Parmesan cheese around.
Bon appetit, people. Bon.